during the boss fight. And we're in the Marble Garden Zone.
Oh, I remember this zone being a pain in the behind.
Nice.
What a pain in the behind! The thing about Marble Garden Zone is that it's big and it's a maze, because there's a lot of areas that look the same. Actually, it's true with a lot of these zones. But yeah, I mean, if you play the games enough, yeah. And it's populated by its own share of things that piss me off. And the first...
Giant spike balls.
Like giant spike balls that just sort of blindside you if you're not ready for them. Also, there's a glitch. If you spin dash into that pusher thing there, with it being not entirely on the screen, it will insta-kill you even if it is up.
Amazing.
That doesn't sound like a fun glitch.
No.
That sounds like a crappy, terrible...
Most, if not all, of the glitches in this game, all the good ones are impossible to exploit. Any of the ones that you think you can exploit are actually bad. They will either cause you to stay at the top of the level forever and never... for instance, Hydro City Zone, if you're not careful, you can warp to Knuckles' boss area easily, except that no boss will appear and you will have to stay there until time runs out. Just
for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
Just standing there.
Yeah.
Like a tool.
And actually, this video, I also goofed myself in Launch Base. We'll see that in a second. Not in a second, but you know, time takes time.
Well, Sonic games are pretty fast.
Yeah. But could they be faster? What can we do to make this game faster?
Oh no. Another thing is those blue spinner things, it can have to be used in some parts because you can only break certain walls with the booster.
Even though
they look like normal, they look like normal breakable walls, but you can't break them.
You just ruined that giant drill robot.
I did. The other thing is fire shield. Oh yeah, shields.
Shields.
Shields have no effect while you're hyper, because you already have their effects, except for electric shield. Gives you the ability to attract rings to you, even when hyper, so...
But, since you have to double jump, you press jump, or rather you jump in the air to go hyper, right?
Right, you'd have to double jump to go hyper.
So you can't have a shield.
You can't... While you have a shield, double jumping will then activate the shield bonus, not ultra mode. You have to not have a shield.
That's a bit disappointing. So if you want to have the ring sucking effect, you have to
get a shield after you go
get the
ultra.
Shield after you press the button.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you have to do. Yeah, it's kind of jank, but whatever.
You just found the hidden treasure vaults of Xerxes.
Okay, and there's another thing about this game, is that Tails is a chump, and I don't have a save, a handy save.
Wait, how did you get over there?
He's a giant chump because he steals my things, okay? Like he stole that spinner thing, so now I'm stuck in a bonus stage. Oh, except it's the good bonus stage, the one that gives you loads of rings.
I do enjoy rain.
They're good for your health.
I like them with malt.
They're powerful. I gave you malt today.
You did.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah indeed. Who invented malt?
Beer.
You invented malt?
Yeah.
I guess that's a pretty reasonable explanation.
Well, it could have been Monsignor Fillmore from malt.
Oh, that's true.
Essex.
You think it was him?
I think it was.
You think the name... I thought his name was a coincidence.
Yeah, I thought he was the inventor of malt. It was like malt's beverage. It used to be called just malt's beverage, but people shortened it to malt.
Oh. Yeah. And then after that, it started getting used in...
Well, I mean, it was used in beer for a while.
It was used in beer for a while.
But, yeah. Okay.
That looked a little weird.
Yeah.
Did you just break spikes?
Yeah, there are spikes that are enemies, actually, disguised as spikes.
They're actually not sharp at all.
You can bounce off of them. I've done it a couple times.
That's preposterous.
So you get a electric shield after we go hyper, and it's great. It sucks the rings to us.
Now you're standing on the blue thing.
Blue things allow you to float.
Amazing. Is floating fun?
No.
What is it?
It's pretty average. I mean, once you've floated once, there's not much else to do. It's all the same.
No, they licensed Daft Punk for
It's not Daft Punk, actually. It's a third party.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, because
It's a
I instantly assume that all music like this is done by Daft Punk, because
Yeah.
I have no actual knowledge of sounds that are produced by humans and humans with devices.
It's a third party, like stylistic parody of Daft Punk, actually.
That's interesting. I'm going to forget that.
Why? Not good enough for you?
No, perhaps the opposite, that I am not good enough for it.
Well, anyway, I took a path that was not as desirable as the one I usually take. It always gets to the end, eventually.
Oh no.
These eye things make no sense to me, but you have to kill their eye in order to make them die.
Because they're tiki heads.
The ones in Gradius make less sense.
I believe you. I've never played Gradius.
Well, they're in space, and it makes more sense for tiki heads to be, say, in a mobile Godin than for them to be in space.
Yeah, these guys are in space, and you have to shoot them in the legs.
With the men's beam?
Well, if you have it.
Okay.
Any old beam will do, but you have to shoot them in the legs, and then they fall on their face, and they reappear again, and kill themselves out of shame or something.
What, with a sword, or just...
No, they just sort of like show up to apologize to you and die. It's a completely illogical boss fight. It's like, oh, I have fallen on my leg.
Oh, it's a boss fight. Okay. Well, anyway, this is Robotnik, and it's Dr. Ego Robotnik, and you can't kill him until he goes into this form, and then one hit will just... If you've done enough damage to him, you can just hit him once.
You just tap him.
And I use Tails' love tap to do him in.
Oh no. I'm not sure love tap is the best
This is how we fly. Face down, ass up.
Yeah, do the love tap. He got his tails, you know. Can be used for love tappery.